All right, real quick. My psycho topic is very simple. I want everyone to take out their phones.
Okay.
Tiger, this includes you, jerk off.
Poor Tiger.
No, Tiger's like all slow, like, oh no, this doesn't have to do with me.
So what happens? Everybody goes home and Tiger stays here, and then he busts out with a joke that like 2 hours after this finishes up.
See, you should listen to the podcast because he really is.
I don't listen to the podcast. I have to if I'm working, which is what I'm doing. I can't listen to. I have to listen to music. If I listen to, I have to concentrate. I mean, true. I know. I'm missing out on some real classy stuff, but. I mean,
I'm gonna buy me a 4-track, and I'm just gonna start making up songs.
I tried listening to a couple of podcasts while I was inking and stuff, and it throws me off. I'm not,
So you should make a cassette of you singing Evan's favorite songs.
I would do it.
Or Journey's greatest hits.
I don't even know you mean my not favorite song?
Yeah.
So that was okay.
I would.
Okay, so Sacco, what do we want to do?
Alright, so what we're doing is we're going to check out our last 6 Google searches. I'll go first.
That's a good one.
No.
No, yeah. You got to do it. Don't be a fucking jerk off.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Alright, so my last 6 are... Number 1 is breastfeeding and eating crab cakes. My next one was poop.
Oh God. Come on. I don't know who's this.
This one.
My next was, I'm sorry, I do something wrong. I have no idea where that one came from. I'm sorry, I do something wrong. Guys, you gotta pay attention to me at the same fucking time.
Listening to
Otherwise
you.
the bit doesn't fuck. No,
Wow.
you are, Tiger.
I'm listening, but I'm also
angry
trying to figure
daddy.
out. I don't make Google searches on my phone.
Anybody comes up with acid bath?
My first one I
don't wanna
never
know.
looked up, so I'm very confused. It said Evan Dorkin Tumblr. That's my first one, and I've never looked it up.
My next one was world record no sleep.
There's a blank one. I don't know.
Trulia.
She was.
And my final one was 2444 Victory Boulevard, Staten Island, New York.
That is the worst. That is the worst Rush album ever. Don't buy it. Don't even download it, baby.
Guys, get me because I have to log in.
All you gotta do is click on Google.
Google.
No, but
Yeah.
I was under the Papa Jones for some reason, so mine wasn't legit.
I don't have anything saved here.
Yeah, I
Actually,
don't-
Hold on.
No, I don't save anything either. If you click
No, I know,
on
but
the blank
it's
thing,
not the same for our phones though.
it pops it up.
Yeah, I have a Windows phone. And
Yeah.
it's Bing, and it doesn't.
I have a
save me
Windows
search.
phone. too.
Tiger says that he collects mold,
Yeah.
spores, and fungi.
I can tell you my last couple searches.
That's okay. You should hold on to them and cherish it.
I
You
want
should
to
hug
know.
them.
I want to know what you really searched.
The last search I did was Evan Dorkin.
Ew.
Sorry.
Evan Dorkin bikini pics.
What's a bikini pic? Is that something to help you get into your... What is that? And what was the other one?
Barry
Allen. Heart.
No, no, I don't want to
Just
say
saying it, man.
it's
You
gonna
know
make
that.
Sacco really angry.
What?
Oh.
It's New York Catholic Forensic League.
Actually, I found mine. Ready?
Okay.
The first one from earlier today: Harlem building collapse. Because I want to know what's going on.
What happened?
Okay.
And then I want to know what album.
Don't skip any
I'm
time.
not skipping anything. Then I want to know what album the Smith song "Still Ill" was on. So
No,
I
you
found
gotta
Still Ill
gotta
album.
read exactly what it is.
Okay.
It was the one where Morrissey was a prick.
Well, that's all.
I don't want to know your
Hey, San
explanation.
Loco.
I just want to know
San
what they
Loco
are.
menu.
I love San Loco. I haven't been there in, a long time.
ESPN, MLS, MLB, and then the last one is Dakota Fanning.
Dakota fan. I don't want to know why. That's it.
All right, done.
I don't want to know why.
Wow.
I guess I go to just straight websites because the only thing that comes up in my Google searches is multi-switch light box because Chelsea sent me something. And it's literally a box of outlets with different dimmer switches. And I was like, okay. No, like literally, it's all the things I've clicked on now.
Collect lamps? What do
No,
you-
my girlfriend does light design, and I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, so I looked up what she was telling me about.
Okay.
That's literally,
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So what do you, on dates, you go down to the Bowery and see the last few...
no, when we go to Broadway shows, I watch her like a... Like,
Oh, she does that kind of
yeah,
light
that
design.
kind of light design.
Oh, so she's the chick who puts she's the person, the
Who
annoying person who
changes
puts the
the sounds
laser in
and-
people's faces?
No.
From the studio? Goes to
Who's ready to go
airports?
next?
I'll go next.
Oh, Christ, this one's going to be disgusting.
That is cheesesteak in the lab.
I don't now remember. Listen, guys. Once again, I don't want to know why. I don't want to hear an explanation.
Yeah, no.
Just read exactly what your search is.
Traffic.
My first Google search was earlier was Evangelion, the third child.
Don't skip any. Make sure he's not skipping any, Tony.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, get Tony.
It's probably,
Yeah, you
it's probably
just
just the
like
fourth child,
up the
fifth
whole list
child,
of things.
sixth child.
Because most of it's
seventh.
just porn. That's why I'm trying to sort it out. I don't use Google for porn. That's why. I don't need
Then why is it on there?
just porn sites. Not
Now somebody's on
Google
Cosplay Deviants way too much.
Waffle, please read his last
And you won't let me
six
be a
searches.
model for you.
I just went. The last two Google searches are for Evangelion, the third child, and then there's maybe
someone tried to
maybe about 30 different pages from Cosplay Deviants, which is a nude cosplay site.
Oh,
I was once dressed like Chun-Li, but now you're a
about
tits.
30.
No, there's
Thanks. Great.
all the purple is Cosplay Deviant, all the pink is Cosplay Deviants.
How many would you say is there? 30?
I want to say around upwards of like mid-20s.
So the first one was what?
Was looking up. Was looking up the third Evangelion movie, and then the next actual Google search is me, Evan Dorkin.
Okay.
I want to know who she was.
And then what's the next one after that?
I had to go to the next day. The next Google, like straight Google search,
Oh, maybe
Big Bear doing things.
I told you it was a good bit if you fucking do it
Right?
right.
And then there's a chunk of Domino's Mobile.
Because it wouldn't load properly.
Hold on. Tony was arguing that it didn't load properly. Waffle, count exactly how many are there.
Oh, well, let's see. The anger that Tony was having a Domino's led to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 attempts!
Yeah!
Fuck.
In a row! 12 attempts! Domino's!
Wait, where do we go? Where do we go to right before the Domino's happened? Cosplay Deviants.
I want to see this.
You're all a bunch of fucking liars. It's easy to pull it up. Oh, my phone!
Oh, no, this is just like sites. I'm actually looking for Google searches because there's way too much Cosplay Deviants. I'm not even fucking trying to be a dick. And then there's some deviant art. What crap are you looking at? Pornhub Mobile, blasphemous. Whoa, what is this?
Oh no.
The Pornhub Mobile, blasphemous accusations. That's no,
Out
just
of your
reading the
mind.
title.
Come on.
That's all I'm going to.
Tony. You live in New York. Domino's? Why Domino's, man? Domino's sucks.
The only excuse I have when I eat Domino's is that it's 11:30 and I want a sandwich.
Thank you. It was.
I don't eat pizza from Domino's.
It was open. That was pretty much.
But you have an excuse. You don't drive. 11:30, you want a sandwich.
No.
You can find one.
It's my friend's passport.
Tony?
All right. Sorry.
You know, I think it's been established that Tony's a fucking disaster.
Ed's still looking through his phone.
But
okay,
in America, a
Doing
fucking
his best to
disaster.
delete it.
Jazz.
I have nothing interesting.
So read it.
No, I mean it's Google, Gmail, Facebook. Before when I went on Google, when I just clicked it, it said top 10 lists. I must have looked up top 10 lists.
Of what?
Just top 10
Just top 10 lists. Yeah.
Top 10 is up to
I'm just going to top 10 it.
Facebook comp with Jones. Facebook, yeah, mobile uploads.
I got
Tony gets more action online than you do.
Superior Spider-Man number 29.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Flash pictures of the Flash for the TV show pilot. Yeah.
All right, Waffle, what do you got?
Veggies
I'm going
Arena.
Be honest.
I'm trying to find more. Every time I go to my history, it's literally just yesterday and today of me looking up bus times.
Actually, couldn't even do
Well, here we go.
Bus times.
Get loaded. I'm looking for little Google searches. The last thing I really last Google search was looking up Aubrey Plaza's name on Parks and Rec. That's the last thing I did on Google for the last like 3 weeks.
I searched Kevin Spacey and Quentin Tarantino.
In the same time.
What do you work for at the airport? I mean,
No.
like,
That's just
what are you
something I searched
searching
for.
men for?
No, but I was looking at
I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, that's not.
it's IMDb. David Fincher movies.
Here we
You
go.
have, what is that? Is that a disease? Are you sick?
Internet movie database.
Oh, that's okay then.
Universal hexagram.
Okay,
Right
and
before that.
what do you got?
I have NYCFL, Red Dragon, Wikipedia page. McDonald's Wi-Fi.
So you went from wait,
McDonald's.
You went from what was that
McDonald's
first one?
Wi-Fi.
What?
So you went from some religious organization to serial killers.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. And then something to eat.
No, actually, it was the verse. I was reading about serial killers and then went to a religious organization.
Makes more sense.
Yes.
I found the three before that.
Yeah, before that, and McDonald's Wi-Fi, and CrispinGlover.com.
That's interesting.
You're fucking terrified.
He was on
There was
Nerdist.
something to do while chopping up my
I was
victim.
listening to his episode on the Nerdist podcast.
Wow.
And
That's
he
terrific.
leads a very interesting life.
Yeah.
Sure he does. Wait to die. Part 6.
Suck. The two searches before Universal Hexagram were Duffy Singer
Okay.
and Sounds of the Underground.
Oh.
It was an old festival.
My next 6 were Edge
He was all
Definition.
whooped up. He thought it was a Russian existentialist novel.
Edge
that
Definition.
Okay.
Olympic hockey. Can you drink wine while breastfeeding?
That's fine.
USA men's hockey, 90 Ludlow Street, Staten Island. Famous birthdays, Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl wins, Pronto Pizza, Staten Island.
Before Sounds of the Underground, what can I use play coins for? Why are they what? And then right above that, why do they exist? Why do play coins exist?
You know what I love though? I showed my 8-year-old how to use Google to look for certain things, and because he had heard that's where poop poop comes from. He had heard that there was a SpongeBob.
I was told otherwise, but it comes from the internet. Sure. Poop.
Yeah. Lincoln said you can always believe everything on the internet.
He heard that there was a funny SpongeBob video, poop poop, which he showed me. But what I didn't know was the next search, which is, I'm sorry, I do something wrong.
That's
That's definitely from Aiden.
and the 10 Google searches before that are all Final Fantasy Tactics like questions. Me mostly looking for job charts to figure out what I can turn what jobs into.
I'd like to thank Evan Dorkin for stopping in.
You done?
I'm going to read commercials in a second.
So, eeny, meeny, Tony, what's your pick for next week?
Tony's an asshole. I just gotta say, I was at the gym tonight drinking a 40. And Tony was all up on a piece of machinery and he made himself a fool.
Zero number 6.
Zero number 6, because you're a 0.
It's an oxymoron.
It's a good book. Alice Cott's writing it. He's doing Secret Avengers.
Don't talk down to me. Don't fuck you. I don't know him. Fuck him. I'll kick his ass. I'll set him on fire.
Babyface, what's your pick?
Daredevil #1.
Cool.
Ooh.
You're scaring me. You just said it quick.
Wade
not
and Sammy,
scared.
right?
It's the same creative team except Daredevil's now moved to California. It's gonna still be awesome.
Blind man surfing.
Waffle, what's your pick?
I'm just excited for the Jack Kirby New Gods Artist Edition.
Ooh,
Exactly.
buddy.
Evan, a few things that Evan, I can say that Evan would just be like, ooh.
Evan's gonna be here Wednesday to flip their waffles copy.
Flip the waffles?
No, I'm pretty sure we ordered one for Evan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Flip those
that's one of the ones after all his
I didn't get the one. Yeah, no, that's all right. Those books are amazing. Those IDW books are terrifying. So now, when you pick a book, is this actually? I mean, what does this mean? It means you're
What
most
we're excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because you haven't read these yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Except for the
future. It's the
Kirby
future. Why is your girlfriend stretching behind Evan?
My knee hurts.
Sorry, carry on.
Evan!
I don't tell you.
Hi!
Hi!
You gave me a list. I can tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Actually, it's right in front of you.
Holy shit!
You gotta pay more attention because you
I'm stupid.
While he's looking over, I'll say my pick is
what am I looking forward to?
Did somebody
the last
fart?
issue of Jeff Lemire's
I
Animal
find,
Man.
yeah, so I find it. What do you want? They want to do, Chinaman. I'll karate
How do
your
you get
nipples
soccer
right
back?
the fuck up.
Smells like
I thought we gave the signal.
Oh god, it's like the.
Oh.
My picks are Newport Lights, the Take 5 game, because that's the best one. You get the most. And I take whatever time.
You know, why don't you head down to the deli, see if they got any left?
They're
They're
closed.
closed because they're Indians. And
Oh.
they
Do you have any of the Scribble stuff? Did they collect any of it? Because Emily is
Not yet.
playing
No,
the
it's-
games. Oh, okay.
Only two
I
issues
told
in.
her, yeah. Let's see. Well, Emily gets Emily's picks are adventures, and I'll speak for her because I have to pull the cotton out of her ears. And she's in the Clockwork Orange thing.
She did turn around.
Actually, just turned around because she heard it. But isn't
Yeah.
it weird? She honestly isn't listening. Thank you. She'll be picking up Adventure Time.
You're gonna get home and be like, shit, motherfucker.
No. She lives in Staten Island, and her father has blown deadlines and said a few wrong words, and we found that she also has read a couple of my comics that I've been working on while no one's looking, so I have to hide that better. But she's a smart kid and knows how to separate fantasy
From
reality and
she's gonna make a lot of fanboys cry.
idiocy, and so does Bandito. But, oh wait, well, Dick Tracy Volume 16 is coming out, but I don't have it on hold because you guys are so good to me anyway. So don't.
What an order.
Dick Tracy's a weird book. I know, but I know. You guys try though. I mean, you've tried with some of the oddball stuff. Sometimes you just cannot make it. You cannot make an audience happen. It's a shame, but I know that from working in stores too. What you're reading is not. You can hand sell it. You can shove it. You can lend it to them. Some places, I don't know. I blame Ed because of his bizarre love for the Owens, the little blue things that you like.
You should have just ended it bizarre.
Yeah, the Jack Kirby New Gods Artist Edition, which is ridiculous. It's expensive, but worth every goddamn penny.
That's not coming in next week.
It says it.
Yeah, it is.
It says it right here.
Yeah, but this list is sometimes
Ed's
wrong.
list is over.
It's not. No,
Who cares? When it
it's
comes
not.
out, it's still when it comes out. And what else is there?
Well, I was like, yes, it is because I want it.
Yeah.
I want to.
No,
Those things
it's
are.
not.
Emily's read. I won't let her read the Jack Davis EC edition, but she's read the Gil Kane one, and she like rolls her eyes while I show. Look, here's real Gil Kane laid down some correction. I just want to read it. No, this is very important that you know this, so because I can share my experience with you and pretend that anyone likes me. And she just wants to read about Six-Armed Spider-Man and Harry the drug addict. I guess.
Oh, it's the 70s Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on the, it's right before, it's when they tossed Gwen for when she did the nasty plunge. I guess there's not, I would love, if somebody wants to give me Archie Archives, anybody over at Archie on Long Island, I might have relatives that work there, who the hell knows? We all, the tribe, secret. What's this Hellboy the first 20 years hardcover? Like, you've already read it, right?
Minola's chosen some of his favorite pieces.
And
You
it's
should
some,
have it already.
it's some
It's great-
explanations
it's
and
great
stuff.
I love when he writes about his work,
Yeah.
so I would definitely want to. I would love to see that. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in here that would be interesting, except that enough. When I'm in the old cartoonist retirement home,
They have
Tony's
one of
cleaning
those?
up our vomit. He can
With
look
a
at some of
smile on
those
his
thoughts.
face.
I don't know what the Dark Horse Presents. What the hell happened there? Have they officially announced that that's being released?
36 is the last issue, and they're going to re-release it at a lower price point.
Which I knew about
48
that, because
pages.
I don't know where I have a strip running of that, and I don't know where the hell that's going now. There's a lot of stuff here I would definitely take a look at, but Jesus Christ, the Bobby London Papa stuff is supposed to be pretty decent. He took over the strip in the 70s and ended up, I think, getting fired because of the story that people felt was about abortion, or I don't even know if it was. I mean, I'm not.
He
I
squeezed the
can't,
can of spinach too hard.
That's pretty really crazy. No,
baby-
it's something to do
baby
with the G.
No,
No, there was I don't remember exactly what the story. I wasn't reading the newspaper comics at the time, but yeah, the London stuff. I think he did Dirty Duck. He was an underground dude, and pretty interesting. But yeah, that Kirby book is that for me. I mean, to see Kirby's work that large, the notes will probably be in the margins.
I've been denied for getting to be able to look at pages and cons for years, so I can actually look at a fucking
What do you
page.
mean? What do you mean?
Oh, can I look at that page? It's in 17 inches of plastic. No.
Well, you mean, but you can see through it. What do you?
Like I mean, like literally hold it or have it placed in a table so I can look at a page.
Oh, you mean they
not
want-
from 25 feet
Oh,
away?
okay. Right. Well, sometimes I'll have stuff in the books that they put.
No, nothing.
I'll tell you, most art dealers.
No, like everyone I've ever worked in New York, I've dealt with.
There's
they've
some
been
really
talking
nice
to
art dealers out there.
dicks.
Guys like Dunbeer, who was an art dealer. I mean, and which is why he's able to track a lot of this stuff out. We were talking about books we'd like to see. I'd love to
The
see
first-
Love
first-
Rockets.
first-
IDW.
Art dealer I talked to, I pointed out a page, and then his only response was, "What book is that from?"
He
Like-
wanted to challenge you.
Like
on
you're a dick.
Elton
And my
Books
response
and-
was, "You're a dick. That's from Fabulous Freddy Freak Brothers. That's Fat Freddy and his cat. like you're
Sheldon,
Dirk.
wow.
You're
Sheldon. That
jerk."
would be an interesting.
I would love a Gilbert Sheldon book. Anything Sheldon's done.
I'm really bad on undergrounds. I'm completely. I don't know if it's because I'm not a pod. that's a cheap answer, but I mean I'm behind on a lot of that stuff. I would love to see a Crumb artist edition just because.
Yeah.
What is his line work in it?
His line work's nuts.
I'd be curious. There's a lot of
Original
mainstream
pages,
guys.
just-
I'd love to see. I've never really seen Crumb pages because I love going to the original articles, but part of me is just like, this is an exercise in humiliation because I look at this stuff and I go, how amazing. And also, I couldn't afford the portfolio these things are in right now. I had the last. I got an art dealer traded me art for an old Black Cat page from Harvey because I don't know how to trade pages or anything. I won't talk about it. I told him to talk about that. I was blowing several trades because I go. It's like asking a girl out on a date when I was younger. Not that I could do it now. I would be probably getting in a lot of trouble with my wife. But I would just freeze up, but I love EC pages. I would like to get that Mad IDW one. Did you guys have that one?
No, we never got that.
Yeah,
The
you had
Carson one
the Wood one.
gorgeous.
You had I got the Davis one. You guys had the Simonson
one.
one.
We had the Spirit one we never opened.
A friend of mine, my friend Dusty's got a couple of them. They're just.
I have
They're
some.
doing the Magnolia one. IDW's doing it.
Yeah, Magnolia's in
Some of
this
them we
one's
just
pretty
don't we don't order because
There's
there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
interest.
That's
You
the
know,
kind-
like
honestly,
super
like
expensive.
the Jeff
Actually,
Smith
you
one.
did-
We went
I
through
want to
twice.
see it.
We went
Oh,
through
that's
some.
I
the-
would.
We went through a few of the Jeff Smith Bone ones because it's bone.
If I had a store, I almost feel like you would almost wish that you hit the lottery and you just go, look, I'm going to order
All
one
these
of these, and I want people. I just leave them out for people to look
to look at and have a library.
It is.
of
It's
artists.
an education to young artists and to people. You don't have to answer. You can just go, look at this. You can make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't see
Kirby
too
made
many. I don't see
mistakes,
too many on this Jaime Hernandez page. But it's like I hold it up to the light and I'm looking for the white ink and I'm like, wood ring. Can't. And my pages are little sculptures or bas reliefs of white ink. They really are. I have to. Really, that's why I can charge more for the art because they're sculptures. But I was talking to Scott and I was like, I'd love to see a Jaime Hernandez one or take a project that has multiple artists on it and try to get all the art from that. I would like the world's funnest. I mean, not because of it, but that would be an interesting thing to be. Except the pages are all different sizes. What the hell do you? But the EC stuff is beautiful because the books are just. I mean, you could. It's like I always say, the Great Desert Island book because you could float home when you're done reading the damn things. The Bone book you were showing me.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I remember we were here though. It's funny because we were here when a guy walked in cold and picked up the Eisner
Yeah.
book, and I was kind of like, I want to see that. I really want to see that really bad.
You aren't the only one.
Eisner was, get 8 pages out a week. He had assistants and stuff, and I'd like to see how clean, how messy those pages might be.
I can't wait to just see Kirby lines.
The Kirby will be interesting because his page notes should be all over them. I mean, I'm not a Kirby expert or anything like that, but he's inked by, who's he going to be inked on this stuff? Is it Royer?
It's New Gods underneath issue 10. So I think it's Royer.
It's Royer. I love Royer on his stuff, but I would love to see an FF
Actually, I'm
book.
curious.
An FF book would be gorgeous.
The only FF we printed was Burns.
Who would you like to see an idea? Yeah, how's the Burn book?
I never got
used
to
be a
flip
big
through it.
fan.
I wouldn't.
I had a piece of his art from Alpha Flight. I gave it to a friend of mine, but it was interesting. It was Austin who inked a script.
I honestly, I would love to see like early Spider-Man Ditko shit.
And supposedly those pages are in his studio being used to whatever he wants to do with them. He has such an attitude, his attitude about his. Supposedly he's cutting them up to use the scrap paper, or you do things on top of. I mean, they could be plates right now. That kills me. I would love to see, and they're so big. It's amazing though because a lot of the pages that they're getting from these guys, I don't quite get it. Everybody's a big champion of creators' rights, and now we all agree that the artists should get their art back. But a lot of people got this art in the '60s and '70s, and they know where they got it from, and they know who should have gotten it.
Yeah.
And they're still alive. So why don't some of those pages get find their way back to the families of the artists. I was liberating these pages, say some folks.
There was one.
Why don't you give them back in the 80s?
There was
when everybody
one
realized
Superman cover that DC made sure that they found recently.
That was the artist who just was that Plastino.
Yeah, that passed away. That DC like went out of the way to find the one cover that their family was like.
The JFK cover?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
JFK that was
JFK
supposed to be
cover.
going to the museum.
Yeah,
or something
and they
like that,
went. They
and-
found it. No, it went to the museum.
Right, but it was somewhere else.
It was someplace else, and they found it. They got it from the person. DC actually bought the page.
It would be funny to see
so
that.
they can make the dying wish of the one of their artists.
Yeah, that'd be a
come
die.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the
What would
only.
you want to see? Artist edition of.
I might
So, I
say
mean,
Neil Adams' Green Lantern run, or actually no, Gil Kane's. No.
all right. I'm so happy for you. No, I understand Adams. I'm not an Adams fan, but those pages would be interesting to see
Yeah.
huge because he. But I,
So not a Neil.
no, I'm not a
huge
Neil Adams
Adams.
fan, and I don't like being around him either in a room.
I like the stuff then though.
But Gil Kane.
Gil Kane's
that'd be
Green
really
Lantern,
cool.
especially he.
But I don't. But I think a Neil Adams book would sell like crazy
Yeah.
because he's got this. He's just got that
Well,
position.
Gil Kane, the first Hal Jordan artist.
Yeah, well,
So-
Kane's the guy that I have that Spider-Man, and I love looking at. You know,
Yeah.
I always used to make a joke about how do you become a comics artist, and you go, well, this Gil Kane guy's too hard to trace. I'll trace this.
I
I'll trace this other dude.
I actually have one comic that's signed by Gil Kane. I never met him, but it's signed by him, so that's probably
When
my
Emily was
favorite
reading the
thing.
book, it was really funny because she's reading through it and she goes, and she's a curious kid. She asks questions and she goes,
Bless you.
She goes, why is he always drawing up people's noses? And it killed me because I'm like, oh wow, she's
That's
in
funny,
fandom. Oh, she is officially in fandom.
Yeah.
You're talking about some of the
Yeah.
Kirby's fingers and, but you know, I was like, oh, let me tell you, the up the nose shot has confused kids.
Yeah.
It's good because I think the thing is because he could draw it and no one else could, so he'd be like, hey, look what I can draw, guys. I can also draw this. I can draw people like that. I can draw women. I'm Gil Kane.
I just want to mention my pick before we're done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because
I
think,
took over these.
No, because I think Evan will be. I don't even know if you're aware of this. You know that Boom Studios next week is putting out Clockwork Angels #1. Do you know who is co-writing
This sounds
it?
really familiar.
And it's based on.
It's not. Is it an anime or is it? It's not Ellis. No. I'm trying.
No, I know it's
Clockwork
know it
Angels is the name of the last Rush album. It is co-written by Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
Oh, yeah.
I had an English teacher in high school that yelled.
But you know what? On the diamond invoice, it says
they do.
Rush Clockwork Angels.
Wow, it's awesome.
Wow, because Clockwork Angels just sounds like a lot. Unfortunately, it sounds like a lot of the titles.
Yeah.
That sounds like an
steampunk,
anime.
you know.
It also there's a Leia Hernandez product. I think that I mean.
No, when I read that title, 17 things hit my head. I have no
Sounds like
idea
a
what you
Warren
want.
Ellis website
He
where
did
people
Freak Angels.
Freak Angels.
Freak
See, close
Angels,
enough.
Right.
So I just want you to know in the computer it's going to be Rush in all capitals and everything else is going to be lowercase.
Good.
My friend Laura loves Rush, and I'm okay with Rush, but she hates Tull. And I like Tull because I don't think she played D&D. I think
No.
you have to. I know. Look, everybody hates something you like, and vice
Yeah.
versa. Does not, but there's a Rush documentary, so I was watching. I heard a song. Well, she's a good person, but she's got to get off the Rush. I just don't. I can't get past it. I just can't get
You're not
past
living in the limelight?
his voice. No. So what would you see as a? What would you want to see in IDW? You work in comic books, so do you know what we're talking about?
It's that wind outside.
I
Can you
can't.
think of something besides?
You listed two of the other artists I would love to see.
Who?
Well, he said Ditko being one and
Yeah.
Crumb being the other.
Yeah.
But outside, like my favorites, two of my favorite artists are getting them like within the next year.
Who?
The Magnolia one was just announced. Sam Keith is apparently going to get one. for the
I'm not a
Max.
huge fan of Sam. He's an interesting
I
artist,
love him.
and that sounds like that's where you want to see what the hell.
That's
is the
exactly
process. What
for
is-
the Max.
it's
I've
not-
been reading the Max since I was a kid.
I mean, nothing against
Like
90% of the people out there, but we work in black and white. We work
Yeah.
in pink. We're not that great, most of us. And it's like,
Well, that's why,
you
like-
penciled it, you put it down, but to see somebody whose stuff is that off theme from the mainstream,
Yeah.
even when done in the mainstream.
Like
That would be interesting.
my favorite artist, like one of my favorite artists comes to mind immediately, but the first Madman's in black and white,
Yeah.
so I don't need to see the pencils.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Allred's other work.
I'd like to see
Pencil.
there's the Peanuts that they announced, which
Really?
I don't know what might be revelatory about something like that. I'm curious, but
Like a Schultz Artist Edition Peanuts.
like that.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I mean it is cool, but I mean there's so many editions of these things out right now. I can't, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with that. But yeah, a color artist like somebody like Keith. Is any of the color work going to be in there?
No.
Because it'd be really interesting to see. I'd love to see it. What the hell does manga artwork look like? It's all, what is it? All the emperor takes it all. Do they make where the fuck
All
is
like
that?
original pages.
Do they make
of, like,
origami cranes
DVC and
praying
Akira?
for their economy and for more babies to be born with the artwork? What do they do with the artwork? All that screen tone being laid down, all the thumbprints of the dying assistants.
He's
And
not
what do
joking.
you think?
The two that come to mind, I don't know if it exists, would be probably CC Beck and Matt
Nope.
Boy.
Wow.
No, they do not exist.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Well, there's that I would. That would be interesting to see.
Is there a colon one?
Or
That would be fascinating. Colon Daredevil, maybe. Or
Colon
Howard
Daredevil?
Duck.
Yeah. Oh, that's you're speaking to a dreamer.
did they
The people who inked him, I don't know how you ink colon.
did they do a Mazzucchelli Daredevil?
Yes,
they did.
I would like that. I would
That
like
was-
that
yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
I would
No,
love
but
that.
Actually,
the other one I was going to say was Matt Boy, who did Captain Marvel.
Sure,
Jr.
sure. Yeah, that.
Who had a completely different style.
Yeah, he'd be. Yeah, that would be really interesting. I mean, I think they've got that Man Thing has a lot of good artists. It's got the EC one has like Frazettas in there,
Yeah.
people like that. Hey, what would you?
Well, as far as the ones that I actually would really want to see the Daredevil Mazzucchelli one, but there's nothing really that I would really want to see from that line. But I will say though, the last Comic-Con, I went to an artist dealer's table. They had a ton of stuff, which is like the stuff that I'm really into. A lot of guys that do stuff from Fantagraphics and DQ.
Oh, that's why can't I remember his name? He's Scott Eder. Scott
Possibly
Eder,
maybe.
EDER.
But I had a lot of fun looking at the pages they had on the table. A lot of stuff from Woodring and the Hernandez brothers and Seth.
He's got a gallery.
And,
I think they just did
Oh, I'd love
they
to
did a
see-
show, yeah.
Oh,
We
I'd
should
love to
go
see
some.
Seth
I
pages.
can't get the hell out of the house for stuff like
Tiger,
this.
I'd love to see Seth pages. Fuck you.
Seth stuff is really pretty. His colored stuff is really nice.
Yeah.
That'd be
Huh?
interesting. You know what would be interesting?
Never
Richard
sketched.
Salo. I would love to see a lot of Richard Salo's color.
Solid would be interesting.
Woodring-
That's a whole world of artists I didn't even think of for a moment. Pope pencils.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. I mean,
There's a
his
couple
stuff
books in
flies across the
particular.
page. You know what I mean? That'd be like a Corto Maltese or something, like a Tintin. That would be.
Oh, yeah,
Does Frank
I'll see that.
Tintin?
Does Frank Cavallo only paint?
And I've seen these pictures. There's a guy named Goulet, I think. Have you ever seen his stuff? I don't think a lot of his stuff's
No.
come to America. He is a fantastic. I guess he's French or he's Belgium. I don't know. Europe. He's Europe.
He's Euro.
But his stuff's amazing, and he seems to be doing comics. It feels like he does 24-hour comics every day. It feels like he just has a million, and it's just kind of the freedom to that would be an interesting person to see. Somebody who could just get on the page and go in a way that you're not. It's not the usual stuff, and I'm sure they'll get around to that. I mean, like I'd be curious to see what a whole bunch of Kate Beaton originals look like. You know. And I'm biased, but I think a book of Joel Thompson stuff because a lot of people don't realize that that's watercolor.
No, right. Actually, no.
And it's pretty, and a lot of that's like and if you're going to get nuts, there's a lot of people working watercolor right now who do really wild stuff. I mean, Mattioti, he's been working, I guess.
Does she ink her art at all, or is it all
Oh yeah,
pencils?
yeah. She, the Sandman stuff she did, and a lot of the Scary Godmother comics. But she started doing these watercolor comics because I guess she wanted to break her arm. And I mean, I brought a couple to the book club, and they're beautiful. And people who are working in wash. Or I'm sure, have they done a Darwin cookbook? He's somebody who I believe. It's a cookbook. I'm sure he's somebody that could sell. Also, and plus you could.
That's a good idea.
One of the Parker books. Well, they're big.
New Frontier.
I would love.
Well,
That would just be a gimme.
From what I
itself.
understand, though, DC is a little bit like maybe later, but we're holding off on some of the big characters. So who knows? But yeah, it's a weird thing though that they can support these books now.
I just want to say we've officially gone longer than last episode.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, but we actually talked about comics for a little
Yeah,
while. Sorry.
The last episode, which is when we actually talked about comics for the first time in how long?
Oh
Was it,
well,
2 hours?
I'm an idiot. I talk about comics. I don't get
Thank
out
you.
much. No problem. Let me take my kid.
Beat your record.
I could beat anything. and I could beat that too. Maybe
Just in
tonight.
case anyone missed it, because I don't know if I got through, my pick for next week is Animal Man 29.
Nobody cares, you. We heard it already.
It's actually Animal Man.
It'll be collected, then you'll pick it again.
The last issue of Jeff Lemire's.
Don't cry, baby, don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry, I promise. Thank you very much to Evan Dorkin for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Evan. Thanks to Kelly for popping in.
I would also like to thank Evan's daughter, who I think is.
Who didn't pay attention?
Hey,
thank
Emily.
God. Hold on 1 second. What's your page count? How many?
Oh yeah,
pages
Emily's
did you-
counted how many pages she's written.
I've read about 3,200 plus.
3,200 plus pages.
3,200 of Archie comics during the signing. And the... I want to let you know, I'm a good father, and I'm taking her directly to Staten Island Hospital to have her checked out.
She's read almost every Archie book that we have in stock. And they're pretty thick.
Has she made a decision about Betty and Veronica yet?
Oh, we both agree that Veronica is a lot like Cleo from Monster High,
They say Veronica's like Cleo from Monster High.
and Betty is nice.
Betty's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good
And I'm hoping, and I know my daughter, she probably thinks Archie is a waffle-headed jerk just like everyone else.
Archie's a waffle-headed jerk.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks to our studio audience. WCBJ signing off.